Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Heroes of Bastion. Welcome back to episode 12. I hope you're having a lovely evening. Thank you so much for joining us. We're going to pick up right where we left off. So you all were in the computer lab, trying to figure out what was happening, what we were going to do, where you're going to go, and an old familiar face, Sterling, the silver fox-looking dude in the suit that gave you all your orbs in episode 1, walks into the room, snapped his fingers, and those of you wearing the items that your orbs manifested into froze in place. Except for you, Rally, because you don't have one. And Sterling goes, well, Rally, looks like you lost your belt.
It's actually a very personal story, so if you could just maybe not talk about it, that'd be great.
That's fine. We got lots of other things to talk about.
Nathira is gonna freak out for a quick second and text all her friends.
Yep.
In 15 minutes?
In 15 minutes from now.
Because her hand is stuck to the door.
Yep.
Like the wall of the shoebox.
Yep.
She's been trying to pull it and take her finger out. She's gonna text everyone and be like, anybody else having problems with the stuff that the guy Sterling gave us, because mine is stuck to the wall and I can barely move my hand.
And Nathira, you can feel it as like you have your hand and you can feel your hand stuck in place, and it's just slowly, ever so slowly, the tingling is vibrating down your arm. So very slowly the rest of you is getting paralyzed, but right now it's just your hand.
Second text is going to Rally only. Going, I don't want to scare Lilac and Leia, but I think my arm is going numb. I might need to bring you back. Can you let them know? Thanks. Then.
And so Lilac and Alea, the two of you are just basically frozen in place. And Rally, Sterling is in front of you. And he goes, well, as I mentioned, it's time for you all to come in. So Rally, are you going to make this easy or are you going to make this difficult?
What did you do to them?
Oh, well, the items that we gave to you brought out your inner spark, but also gave us control.
Who is... Did you say we or us?
We.
Who is we?
Have you not... You all have been...
I don't know who you're
fighting us.
I haven't been paying attention.
Can we speak, or are the paralyzed people fully...
You're paralyzed.
Lilac and I had us like,
for me to be stupid because Lilac can't say anything.
She's vibrating inside with furious, fury.
That's normal.
I mean, it's the will, buddy. We're the ones trying to set the world right. We've been over this.
Could you just stand there for like 15 minutes and explain it to me?
You want to tell me where Nathira is?
Who's Nathira?
All right, kiddo. I'll give you two choices. You can either cooperate, play ball, or I can have your friends here spark go boom.
Is that like an instantaneous thing that you do with your mind, or do you have like a trigger somewhere on your body?
5, 4, 3.
I choose option 3, and I'm just gonna try to... Can I draw like ink spires to like impale this guy?
Go ahead and give me an unleash your powers.
Alrighty. If I remember my stats correctly, which I know I definitely do. 13, I think.
13. So, describe to me what you're doing.
I just want to catch him off guard, maybe kill him. One of those two. Just get him to lose concentration.
Okay. So, describe these spikes to me. Describe what they look like.
As he lets out a very mousy option 3, he's gonna just take. Let's say he takes the pen and just jams it into the table, like nearby, or the ground, depending on which is closer. And these huge ink spires just jut out of the ground and either keep him in place while I try to think of a new plan, or stab him. One of the two, depending on what I can get away with.
Okay. Okay. So you jab this pen into the desk, and the inky spires come up from the ground, and you see like one stabs through his thigh, one stabs through his shoulder, and one stabs through his one of his forearms. And he just kind of looks at it, and he looks back up at you. The hard way, then. And you see him slowly pull his body off of the spikes. Like he's not wincing, he's not tensing at all. He's just pulling himself off of the spikes one at a time. What would you like to do, Rally?
That's really gross, dude. And I'm gonna just pull a Rally versus Lilac and make a wall. Are my friends still frozen?
We're gonna cut over to your frozen friends really quick. Lilac and Alea, what are you thinking in your heads right now?
Lilac at this point is just absolutely filled with anger, frustration that she can't move, knowing she was like, I knew from the beginning that them only being able to remove these was a bad idea. And it's just like a bunch of thoughts in her head about how much she'd like to clock him in the face. And I think she's like, just if her eyes can like move or she can like see out her hand out of her peripheral vision, she's just like, clench, just fist, just him. But she can't.
Got it.
So that's purely everything.
Alea, what about you?
I'm not like automatically going into like my little mind place, right?
No, you're just frozen.
Cool. Alea is freaking out internally and like can hear her own heartbeat almost. Mm-hmm. And is like, Rally, get us out of here, get us out of here, get us out of here, please. Basically, begging in her mind.
Got it.
You know, not making a concentrated effort though to not slip into anything.
Okay. And Nathira, as your arm is slowly becoming more and more tingly, what do you do?
She's just gonna double text Rally.
Okay. Text him again. Got it. All right. So Rally, you make this wall. You throw up this wall. Give me a take a powerful blow, please.
Shit.
Bluebird is with us still as well, isn't he?
Yeah, Bluebird's in the same situation as the two of you. All three of you.
7?
7. So you get to choose one. You can take advantage of your influence to inflict a condition on someone. You can give ground, and your opposition will get opportunity. You struggle past the pain, or mark 2 conditions.
I'll struggle past the pain, the 2 condition one?
Yes.
I'll do that one.
So as you throw up this wall, it smashes as he like runs through it, and he's just standing right in front of you and kind of knocks you on your butt a little bit. So it's a little scary, a little spooky. So you can mark your whichever conditions you like. What do you do?
I'll take afraid and I guess angry, but I think in this instance, since Rally is probably more terrified than he's been in a very long time, he's just gonna panic, throw up as many like ink walls as he can with really no thought to what happens to himself.
Give me Unleash Your Powers.
Alrighty. 14. I rolled 2 6s on this number generator.
So you throw wall after wall after wall up as he's smashing through one after the other, as he's kind of like basically destroying this computer lab, chasing after you. And you throw up one more wall with your eyes closed because you're terrified, and you don't hear the crack of the wall. And in this inky form, you see Effigy holding his fist. What would you like to do?
I knew you'd come back for me, buddy. And I'm just gonna my friends are still in the room, right?
Yeah, they're like.
Okay, so this guy seems pretty focused on me, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna command the Inkviji to like tackle him outside, like burst through the wall and take him with him.
Yeah. You see Effigy just listens to you 100%, turns around really quick, gives you like a quick head nod, and then tackles him through the wall, and as the two of them begin to fight in the hallway of the school. What do you do?
That might not have been a solid idea. I'm gonna, I guess, run up to Alea real fast and just kind of like be unfrozen, please.
Alea, give me an unleash your powers, please.
Okay.
Please roll well. Please roll well. Please roll well.
I'm praying here. Unleash your power.
Yes.
That's gonna be a 10.
10. So as Rally's shaking you, you can feel this warmth build in your chest for a moment. Like in this kind of, you're used to this abyssal feeling of the black holes and time and all this stuff, but you feel this warmth that suddenly rushes through your body, and it was a bracelet, right?
No, I had an ear cuff.
You had the ear cuff.
Mm-hmm.
Suddenly the ear cuff shatters as there's this kind of woof of force through the room.
It doesn't knock Rally back, right?
No, he's holding on to you, but no, he doesn't go flying.
Okay.
No. Yeah, he's like wind, his jaw kind of goes as your ear cuff shatters. And you can move again.
You saved me! Rally, thank you!
Is that also one of my powers?
I guess, maybe. We gotta get Lilac. And I'll immediately turn to Lilac and basically... I'm sorry. I'll immediately turn to Lilac and kind of try and shake her and be like, Rally, can you help?
Two of you are just shaking Lilac.
Yeah.
Give me an unleash your powers, Lilac.
Please, 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 please. Where the frick are my dice? Right in front of me, I'm blind. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh no.
Is it freak that I'm adding to this again?
It's freak, yes.
Yeah, like my only... Oh no, it's +2, so that's 7.
A 7. So you feel this warmth begin to go, but you just can't move. You just can't break out of it.
Should we just pick her up and run, or...
That might be the best bet, yeah.
Is Nathira okay? We should
try.
check where Nathira is at.
And
What about
rally
Bluebird?
your phone. Badoom, 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 badoom. That's all of these text messages from Nathira, just back to back to back to back to back to back to back, basically come in about what's going on in the box.
I don't know how to get back in the box, but I think Nathira is going through the same shit.
Oh, fuck.
Bluebird,
Just gonna
wake up,
type-
Bluebird.
Bring us back in.
Bluebird's just like
He's
stuck
there,
there.
Right next to us.
Oh, God. I'll slap Bluebird and, like, try. Yes, fuck.
No, roll me an unleash your power.
Okay. He's the hottest NPC.
I just did. And you see the chain wallet that he normally wears just shatters across the ground. Oh, fuck.
I hope you weren't holding anything valuable in there.
No, I'm broke. I don't have any fucking money.
I think that's endemic of like a new, like a more important problem. But all right.
Yeah. Okay. Nathira, so all your text messages come through. What do you do, Nathira?
So I feel like I've been waiting forever. So she, over time, she probably would have been trying to, as it's climbing up her arm, pull her arm off to just get her, like, to try to get, she's just trying to, like, get her hand off the wall.
Okay. Give me an unleash your powers, please.
And if that doesn't work, oh, that definitely doesn't work. I'm just gonna mark a potential on that one.
Oh no.
That was a 3.
Oh.
But would I, because it's slowly working on me, would she be able to like try harder?
Yeah.
Because like in my imagination, she's like trying to pull her arm back, roll the freaking, well, no matter what you add, it doesn't matter. And if that doesn't work and Rally's not texting her back, and it just looks like they're ignoring her because nobody, like, through her little hole, nobody's doing anything to, like, look at their phone. She texted all of, she's gonna, like, start having a heart attack. She's going to try to wield her powers.
Okay. Do it.
As, like, a last hurrah.
Give me that freak roll.
I don't like it. That is 8 I don't know. Let me see what I have on Freak. That's a 10.
So for you, it's a like you start freaking out and freaking out and freaking out and freaking out. And nobody's texting you back. Nobody's texting you back. And then there's just this hand on your shoulder, or you think there's a hand on your shoulder. And you turn for a moment and you swear you see the smile of your mother for a moment. And your hand releases as the ring shatters off of your hand.
Did it fall into the air, or is it like on pieces?
It basically fell into pieces.
My mom's not here.
It's more like she's with you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I thought I saw her, so I'm doing like circles.
Yeah.
No.
No, she's not physically in the room.
I'm gonna take all the pieces and I'm putting them into like a little piece, putting them onto a piece of paper and like crumpling it up and trying to put them in my pocket. Because I don't know, I need to keep those pieces. They're important.
And as you're like doing this, you suddenly like the concentration that you've been able to uphold on this box that you really have been practicing with the powers that were gifted to you from the ring begins to kind of like, it's hard to focus on. It's hard to keep it up as Nathira, you are into the computer lab and now in real time with the team.
I think Rally runs up to her and hugs her.
You didn't look at my text. You can push them off.
I just got them.
I texted all of you guys.
We didn't get that till just now.
So you guys were just standing around doing nothing while I was almost dying?
No, we were
Does
frozen.
Nathira notice like the mess in
I
the
didn't see
computer
any
lab?
of that.
No, she hasn't seen it yet.
I didn't even see Sterling.
Yeah.
I just point to the mess and then my weird ink man fighting Sterling.
Yeah, you see Effigy and Sterling just like throwing hands in the hallway. The computer lab is destroyed. Lilac is currently like in Rally and Alea's arms, like, and Bluebird's like, yeah, he came in here, froze us or some shit, and we should go.
Shit. Where are we going?
Put us back in the box, I guess.
I don't think I can. I don't.
Club room?
She's gonna try to close her eyes and imagine them in the box again. She just looks dumb, like.
I could
go to
try
the
and
library.
transport us somewhere.
No.
Yeah, no, okay,
No.
yeah, fair. Oh, there's a place that they might not know we're gonna go. I feel like they'd know the club room.
Can we talk on the
Class?
way?
Yeah, let's run. Alea's gonna lead them to
We're
the rock
hearing
climbing
these
gym.
beams being taken down. We're like, who thinks?
Yeah, let's run,
As
let's
there's,
run. Yeah.
happening in the hallway.
We're
Students
going
are
to
running
rock
for their
climbing
Like when I
lives.
fight,
now.
that's so cool.
Bluebird basically like takes Lilac from the two of you, just throws her over his shoulder, and just like,
Damn, you're really strong, Bluebird.
shut up and run.
Guys, I swear to God.
Where are we going?
I'm leading us to the rock climbing gym where like nobody goes. That's the closest place
Oh,
where I'm
no.
like, we might be able to hide.
All right.
Everywhere else, we'll take a walk.
Staying in the school.
Yeah.
We're staying?
Yeah, unless you want to go. Oh, but I don't know where else.
Did we have
I
plans
can't say
after
shit.
this?
We're talking as we're running.
Can
Let's
we go to
establish
the rally point?
Should we try my house?
I feel like Nathir would just be like, this is great. Let's just go.
Rally
I
point it is. Let's go.
Oh, we're going to the rally point
Yeah,
instead.
now we're going to
Run
rally
back home.
point. Fuck
We're
that.
not staying in the school where
You run
Sterling.
past and Sterling and Effigy are still swinging at each other. As
Good luck, bud.
Bella child. Bella.
you all make your way down. I don't think any of you either take the teleporting pads or anything like that. You just hustling
We're
and
only
running
a
through the
frozen
streets.
girl right now, so probably not.
Currently, yes, yeah. Bluebird has a frozen lilac like over his shoulder as you all make your way down to the rally point. You're all going in. Are you going down to the rally point? Or are you staying in like the comic book shops part?
Should we check if the rally point is a thing still?
Well, yeah, it was all put back together.
It was on
From the outside.
Like people were being suspicious. I don't know if it's still
Oh,
there.
like
but we can-
downstairs?
Well, when we walk
Yeah.
in, who do we see?
One of my
'Cause it's
6
a
siblings.
store.
Who shit
You see the 6 siblings are like stocking the shelves and like running the counter, and they're like, look who decided to show up. You've missed the last 3 of your shifts.
In my defense,
Where's your dad?
You're
shut up.
hanging out with your girlfriend.
You're just jealous because you don't have one.
shut up. They go
Yeah,
back
that's what I thought.
And you are in the rally point.
Wait, where's Dad?
He said he was doing some stocking downstairs or something.
Did he seem like...
Let's just go downstairs. Let's go say hi.
Yeah.
Let's go. Okay.
Running.
Grab
So
it.
you all head to you all head to the back room to the elevator and head down. The elevator's kind of not the best. It's not as smooth as it used to. It kind of juts and jerks a couple of times.
Oh no.
The lights.
Nazir is just gonna like be looking at Bluebird.
Yeah. As you all like make it down, the elevator's like as it reaches the bottom floor. The elevator doors kind of only open like 3/4 of the way, as like one of them is still like heavily dented. You see,
How do we fit Lilac through the doors? Do we just
Bluebird kind of like turns her on her side and just kind of like
No,
walks her
pivot,
through
pivot,
like this. Pivot, and walks her through that way, kind of like a log. And gets her through the door. And you see the computer terminals are still smashed. You see there's still a lot of craters and stuff like that, but some of the things looks like it's been cleaned up. And you see Jonathan is over the workbench over there putzing with something.
I never finished my solitaire game.
Oh, hey kids. How was the sleepover?
It was great. We had all the pancakes.
Nice.
Yes.
Yeah. What have you been up to? What was going on?
Well, we had the gas leak, so we're just picking up the pieces.
Is everyone okay?
Yeah, luckily we were all out to dinner, and Rally was over at the sleepover, so nobody was in
Yeah.
the store. So, but yeah, just picking up the pieces, working on some stuff. And what are you kids up to?
We were just coming to
Playing
say
Points to the
hi.
Freeze.
frozen Lilac.
Yeah.
What happened to why is Lilac frozen?
Her earrings, like, she got electrocuted. She's
Allergic reaction.
Shock.
Yeah.
Allergic reaction to earrings,
Oh.
electricity.
Oh, right. And you see he picks up the stuff he was working on. He's like, bring her over, I guess. And Bluebird like sets her down on the table. Okay, and he begins to like look at the earrings. All right, it might take me a little bit, but I think I can get these off if these are the problem. Lilac, how mad are you right now?
She's so mad. I feel like
If it
the
boosts the mad,
blood
can I draw a
isn't
mustache on
paralyzed.
her?
Like in a sense, like her face is like red with fury.
Go ahead and
I feel-
give me an unleash your powers, please.
Man,
Tears like going to the bathroom to get a little
No.
washcloth to damp her face.
Are you serious still?
I've rolled 2 ones, and the other time I rolled it's
Make sure you're marking potential for these 2 failed rolls.
I think she's
I
getting
didn't fail last time. I got a 7.
Oh, you got a 7.
What?
Yes.
I
Yeah.
think she's getting a fever.
Can I assist? But
I've
can,
got
can
like
I
a little
assist by going real
washcloth.
close to Lilac and just saying, "If you remain frozen, I become leader of the team."
Rally, stop, that's not nice.
That doesn't make her mad. It's what she
It
wanted
helps.
from him. If you
It's
stay
gonna be harder
frozen,
next
I'm gonna
time.
finally do my job. Oh,
You
great!
don't
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Thank you so much.
I'm kidding.
Just draw another mustache.
So
No,
Jonathan's like, who froze her like this?
nobody froze her.
So how did the earrings freeze her then?
Allergic reaction.
hmm I'm just dabbing her face.
He's piercing the mask.
God damn it!
She's realizing she hopes Lilac doesn't smack her when she comes to.
So Rally, you wanna tell me the truth? I already know you have superpowers and everything like that. So why don't you Tell me what's actually going
I don't
on.
really know what's happening anymore, Dad. We do remember. Hold on, before we get into this, do you remember giving me these and I pick up the
Yeah,
Raw boys?
yeah, because you lost your powers, or you lost access to the belt or what have you. So, I gave you that.
But in your mind, the reason the front of the rally point exploded was because of a gas leak.
Yeah.
Are you sure about that?
Why wouldn't I be
Rally,
sure?
Dad, can you hold? I need help. The dabbing isn't working. Does this feel cold enough?
Lilac, does it feel? Are you asking Rally or who?
Yeah, no, I'm asking you, Jonathan. Yeah.
Yeah, it seems cold. Yeah.
She's gonna brush his hand when he touches it and try to see if she can get into his head for a second.
Okay. Give me and unleash your powers.
Let me just pull up which
Come
one.
on.
Unleash your. Okay,
it's
Freak.
all riding
Freak
on this
is really
roll.
good though. Freak is really good. I'm just.
If my dad starts
Um,
speaking in that deep demonic voice, I'm going to
Oh.
scream.
Please
Dang
don't
it!
do
I got an 8.
Okay. So
I would like to mark a condition.
Okay. You can mark a condition. Like it's not unstable.
You got really excited. You were like, so what happens when you?
But when you get into his memories, you know,
Mhm.
before it's been this kind of like you can walk through memory after memory after memory, kind of traveling from each one. You get to that night, the night of the fight with Nova, and you see the dinner. You see the family out at dinner. And because of your experience and your time with working with people's memories so far, you can almost, it's almost like this is memory stitched in. As you're looking, it's almost like this memory isn't supposed to be here.
It's like it's like when you're looking at film and you
Right.
can tell two pieces got
fused together. It's like it's been stitched in. So for him,
Yeah.
that's what happened. He saw you all, he gave Rally the tools, and then Rally went off to a sleepover with all of you. And he went off to dinner with his family. That's what
he seems like he's legit.
he's legit.
Yeah.
He's legitimate.
He's
Like
being
that's what he can remember.
Okay. What condition am I marking? Do you tell me or
No, you get a pick.
You pick it. You pick it. I think it's more fun if you pick it.
Okay, I'll come back to that. So she's gonna like have done that and just and then what did you say about the washcloth?
It's cold enough.
It's good? Okay.
You kind of just stood there for a second.
I got shocked earlier too.
Oh, okay.
And she's gonna take it out of her pocket and hold open the thing.
And
Sterling came back for us.
Sterling.
Remember
Okay.
the guy with the eggs?
Yeah, I remember. So
Rally.
okay.
Rally.
What?
Rally.
And he like goes over to this microscope to begin to look at it.
And she's
What?
gonna
What?
whisper to Rally. She's gonna be like, and Alay, everyone else is nearby. Like if
Yeah.
we're all next to each other, then she just
Team
doesn't
huddle.
want Jonathan to hear. She's gonna be like,
Over Lilac, like
still dabbing Lilac's head. She'll be back soon. So I went in. She's normal, but I think somebody else got into his head too. Alea, remember when you got memories back?
Yeah. Rally.
What if those aren't real memories? I don't know. I'm just saying. I've been able to tell when people have real memories, but your dad, it's still him, but somebody like put the dinner in his head. Tap 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 tap. Like they took the memory of the fight out of his head and they put the dinner in there instead. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know, Alea, which one you had was real. I'm just saying I don't know if you can trust what they told you was real, because they haven't been very nice.
You're right. They
That's
haven't
right.
been very nice, and I think that is now something I really want to explore whether or not it's real. But Bradley, of everybody we know who is able to manipulate memories, we have Nathira, who definitely didn't do it, and your mom, who... Would she have done that?
You all can give me Rally, specifically Rally. Give me an assess the situation.
Okay.
That's a mundane roll, right?
Oh, that's superior.
Superior.
Which
superior.
I have a 0.
Because I'm hearing everything, can I make one too?
Sure, go ahead.
6.
I got a 7.
7.
5.
5. Well, market potential there, Rally. Who got a above a 7?
I got an 8. I got it.
An 8.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Dab, 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 dab.
So-
dab, dab.
Alea, for some reason, you like as you're going through the list, you're like, wait, there's one more. Arcane has been missing for weeks. Just like Nova and just like oh my god, my own heroes. Rook. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I had a
I
brain
got
fart.
you.
Rook and Nova and Arcane have all been missing. So the other person that you know of that could manipulate memories is Arcane.
Yeah.
Guys, okay, so wild thought. Do you think it could be Arcane who did that?
Well, an arcane number 465.
That's 464.
It would. Yeah, it was 461.
No, 464. 3rd time's a charm.
Oh, yeah, 464. Yeah, no, it was 464. He was shown to have memory altering powers. I'm pretty sure. I don't really remember what's going on because my assessment of the situation is pretty low. But
Well,
I can only assume.
Rally, maybe we should look on the security cameras for him and see if he's around. Or for Sterling and see if he's coming. And Nathira, do you think you could undo that? You think it's possible?
Undo what?
The memory manipulation on Riley's dad?
Oh.
I mean, you could see that it was messed up.
I think to try something that hard, you should know. Like, maybe we should have a talk about it. Because I don't really want to. Because, like, what if. I don't know. What if I don't know. I've never really
Please
tried
don't
stuff
brain
like that.
scramble my dad.
I don't want to do that either. I can try to, like, peel it back. Like, what if it's, like, a sticker? Like, if it's sewn in. I'm not a very good sewer. I'm not good with needles. So I don't really know if I can get in between the lines. But if it's, like, stickered over something, like, maybe I could, scratch and sniff and rip it out.
Well, just go slow and see if you can. We believe in you. You can totally do this.
You got this.
Yeah. You got this.
Riley, maybe you should ask your dad. I don't know, because then I'm gonna have to tell him. Do I have to tell him that I was just in his brain? Am I not?
Do we have a better reason?
I trust you. You know your dad better than me, so.
I don't know.
Yeah, thank you so much for helping. And she's gonna kind of
what?
nudge him towards his dad.
And your dad seems to be rubbing his temples and like pinching the bridge of his nose at the moment as he's like looking away from the microscope now.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm just need to call your mother.
Why?
Well, kiddo, this is her work.
What?
This is I know her work. I know her signature. And this is hers. So I'm going to find your mother and figure out what the hell's going on.
You guys aren't going to, fight or anything, right?
I don't know, kiddo. I'm going to figure out why she did this.
Riley's dad.
Yeah.
Riley had another question to ask you, too.
Can we like root around in your memories for like 10 minutes?
No.
It's for a
No,
really
but
good
it's-
reason.
We have this isn't like when I asked you for that puppy or the gun or to find drugs. This is like there's an actual reason behind this.
Promise you won't
It's
get
not
mad
just
if I
for the
tell you a
bit.
secret.
You're just gonna tell me what it is.
No, but you have to do the pinky.
I'm already mad. So just might as well just tell me.
No, but you have to pinky promise you're not gonna get more mad.
Can I get the
And not
earrings
like
off
the
your
not
friend
more
first?
mad the last time.
Yes.
What?
Okay. And he walks over to Lilac on the table, and you see he begins to grab some tools, and he like leans over Lilac and he goes, "This is probably gonna hurt. So just hang tight, kiddo." And he begins to essentially like almost like solder these things off. So it burns, it hurts, it stings, it's not fun, but you feel this like instant relief as the snap of the metal comes as he removes the earrings from you. And you are no longer frozen.
Thank God for that. I think she's like not like at him. She's gonna throw a punch because she's been planning on throwing a punch for so long, and then she's like, oh, ow, 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 ow. Thank you. Thank you.
No problem.
But what the fuck? Oh, and she's like getting off the table to like finally pace and like shake off so many pins and needles.
I'll grab like the cold washcloth and hand it to her for her ears.
She's like, get that away from me.
Okay, cool, okay.
And she's gonna look at Nathira and be like, you never touch my face again.
Technically, I didn't touch it. It was the washcloth.
He does make a fair point.
I think that that's maybe not something we should focus on right now.
Oh yeah, my dad's still pissed.
Yeah.
Now tell me why you want to get in my head.
It may have gone into your head already, and the dinner that you had, it's a stitched memory, and it's not a real memory because we were with you that night, and there was a huge fight, and Nova came, and there was like a huge fight, and he was in the rally point, he was breaking a bunch of stuff, but he was like mind controlled, and so somebody got into your head that night after you helped us escape, and I think somebody changed your memory, and we think Arcane may have done it because Arcane has been missing along with Rook and Nova's been like mind controlled by bad guys.
Also, I saw Mom earlier, and she kind of had the same dinner thing, but I don't know if she was lying now.
Oh, I'll find that out myself. I mean, that would explain why there's punch marks down here and not scorch marks from a fire. So go ahead, kiddo.
Okay, like, do you want to sit? Or you're just gonna stand?
Sure. Is it easier if I sit?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna do this, Nathira. You got this. We believe in you.
And Athera's gonna turn to Lilac, and as quietly as she can, like if Lilac lets her get close, she's gonna get really close and underneath her breath say, Don't let Rally and Alea stop me unless my nose really starts bleeding.
All right.
I'll be good.
Do your best.
And she just like is saying that underneath her breath as she like walks back, and
Lilac will nonchalantly kind of place herself somewhat between like Alea and Rally and Nathira, but like very much like just like she's just joining the group in that sense.
Okay, I guess we'll do it again.
Okay.
And she's gonna try to go to the same memory.
So you easy this time. You're in, and you see this stitched kind of Rolodex of memories.
Okay.
And you see like there's like the dinner was stitched in, talking to the insurance people was stitched in, like all of these things. Like in that time period, he probably was recovering from his injuries. All of those memories were replaced with this kind of like day and a half's worth of memory.
Can I look for the blip? Like, can I try to see if there's a blip where you can, like, something that shows that it was a replaced memory? Because I'm basically trying to see if there's a way for me to get into his memory and like get rid of the falsified one.
So you go back to basically the dinner, like where that was put in.
Yeah.
And you see this moment of like where he's like about like in the memory, you see him reaching for the car door, and he like you see him kind of stop and like look to the left. And then he resumes with the memory. So that's probably the in right there where like it's like that deja vu moment that he is having about that memory, where that just something doesn't track or make sense in that moment.
Who got the check during dinner?
It was him.
Is there a way, or Nithira, if she can, wants to try to see if she can like remember as she's watching the waiter like print out the receipt and everything, try to like on her own like close her eyes and see if she can like change the memory so that the waiter writes like, this isn't real, you're outside the rally point fighting Nova on the receipt.
You see him open the thing and he like, what the? And you see like his nose starts bleeding a little bit. You see like he like bruising begins to show up on his face as he's like, this doesn't make sense. I don't understand. As you see, he's beginning like you see the threads of the memory are kind of beginning to like kind of like snap, 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 as all he's beginning to in his mind unravel the fake memories, as they're not, his brain is no longer accepting them.
Yep.
What do you do?
She's waiting to see what's like. She's just kind of waiting. Like, as she sees things start to break, she's wondering, like, is it going to snap back? Is it going to keep breaking?
So as it begins to snap outside in the real world, you all see your dad, his nose begins to bleed a little bit as he's kind of like shaking. He's like not having a seizure, but he looks to be having some internal trouble. As we flash back into the mind. As the memories are beginning to rip away and shatter, you see he's just at the table holding his hands. And you're beginning... Give me an assess the situation, actually.
Okay.
Bless you.
Bless. Assess. Okay, superior.
Superior.
I don't think I add anything to it, though. Let me just double check. Dang it. No, I don't. 9.
9? So, with the assess the situation...
I can ask one.
You can ask one question.
I have a backup, so I guess my first question would be, how do I snack, like, how... It'd be how could we best end this quickly, which is my way of saying, like, how can I pull him out of this fake memory? If that's too much, then I have a second one I can pick.
So, essentially, the best way you can end this is you need to get him to calm down. Because right now his brain is not accepting this. Like, basically, his brain it doesn't understand what's happening. Like, it cannot rectify with the fact that there's a whole chunk of memories that's just fake, and the other the real memories are starting to kind of come back, and they're fighting, essentially. So you need to get him to calm down.
I have been best friends with Raleigh forever.
Correct.
I would know songs that he likes. I want to change one of the songs that's playing in the restaurant that sounds a little bit louder where he is to start playing one of those songs.
Okay. So like a smooth jazz, like club song comes on the radio, and you see he's kind of beginning to focus a little bit and beginning to breathe a little bit more as you see more of the memories are beginning to kind of pull away, revealing the real memories. And I want you to give me a one last unleash your powers to solidify the real memories.
Can I also ask what his wife's face has been in all of this? Has it just been like completely normal and it's just him who's freaking out?
It's just him. She's like laughing with the kids and like
okay, cool. And it's, oh my god, I mean, unleash your powers. That's a 12.
Ooh, So describe to me how you finally dismiss the fake memories and cement the real memories.
Merging of the senses, where he was having like this panic attack as everything was breaking down, and he heard the sound of one of his favorite jazz songs playing in the background. And as it calmed him down, it's almost like the last deep breath he took as he mentally walked out of this panic attack was he breathed in the fake memory, closed his eyes, and breathed out the real.
And the fake, you see all of them are just shatter away. And the memories of that night appear before you. And you see the battle, you see the fight, you see him grabbing the shotgun, telling you all the kids to get down as he shot at Nova. You see him and Bluebird trying to fight him off. You see him getting thrown and knocked out and then climbing his way up the elevator shaft to join the rest of the adults to fight Nova. And you see him get knocked out. And then you see just kind of a very brief memory of him kind of opening his eyes as you see Arcane walking above him, holding a glowing sigil. And then he wakes up, basically.
Yeah.
And, like, going about his day.
Okay. She's gonna try to, like, get out.
Yeah, you're out. And he's like, oh my god. Okay.
Do you need water?
Yeah.
I need water. Mm-hmm.
But you have successfully cleared the fake memories from Jonathan's mind. As he's like, well, shit.
It was Arcane. It was him.
Yeah. Looks like they got him too.
I'm presuming they got most of them since we last broke in our contact with him. So, what now? Also here, and Lana's gonna reach for the cloth that Alea was gonna give to her and is gonna pass that to Jonathan for his bloody nose.
Thank you. Well, he remembers essentially like everything, so he remembers the spark and stuff like that. He goes, well, we got to put a stop to it. All of it. I don't know how they're going to utilize the spark that was consumed. I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know why my wife is involved. But I'm not a superhero like you all.
Are we even superheroes anymore?
You still
Maybe
got...
Lyra can still use her powers. Maybe you can too.
Do we think it's better to keep playing, at least for you, Jonathan, to keep playing stupid? I mean, stupid's a bad word, so like just not smart, like dumb.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
For now.
For now. Might be a good idea. They said it was time to bring us in, so they needed us for something.
Well, maybe you should go find out.
Willingly go in?
No.
I mean,
Well,
the hero way of going and finding out.
Okay. I was scared for a second there.
Busting down the door or what have you.
Just we go to the restricted area and bust down the door?
Maybe do some reconnaissance.
well, there's only so much reconnaissance we can do, given that we don't have anything up there. I still have the blueprints, though, of the restricted section, right?
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
I also like somewhat know my way around it.
Yeah, you've been there.
Yeah.
So I also
Traitor.
Okay, then.
I'm rally.
So, if I get the blueprints out, so she'll go and try and find, like, the blueprints amongst the mess and stuff. And then, like, spread those out and be like, okay, Alea, can you map anything through this?
Yeah, I think I can. And I'll map them through and show them where the obsidian tower
Yep.
is. And kind of be like, well, on this floor, this is what was happening. And I think maybe we're not going to be able to get through
if they really have Nova and Rook and Arcane all there.
Mhm.
So I think our first priority should be to get them unhypnotized.
How are we going to do that?
Nithira?
You really think they're going to stand still long enough for Nathir to get that close to do that?
I think I might be able to make them stand still long enough.
I mean, Arcane and Rook, sure, but Dad?
Rally could help. I mean, we don't know the extent of what you can do, totally. And you seem pretty powerful. You're basically God.
Or,
Rally
who are
is
you talking
like-
to? Rally?
Yeah, he
Riley's,
can
like,
make
barely paying
anything.
attention.
What'd you
Question.
think?
Yes.
Was what I just did considered exerting myself?
Immensely.
Cool. Cool. Just making sure.
Mhm.
Carry on.
First things first, Jonathan, we're gonna have to dip. We can't stay here. They know that this place is down here. They know if we're not in the school, the first place they're gonna check is here.
Yep.
So Nathira is right. Best you keep acting as though you're still under the illusion that there was a gas explosion.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. And you should remove all evidence of our jewelry.
Yeah.
I can take it back.
He kind of hands the earrings and the ring back to you. The busted up earrings and the busted up ring.
Hmm. They were cute. Okay. All right. Any ideas of any other safe places that we can go?
I mean, we can try and connect with Gilly. He knows all the safe houses and stuff.
No,
He's
because
also
if he
mind
knows all the
controlled.
safe houses, they know all the safe houses.
Oh gosh.
We could go to Avon's house.
We could go to Avon's house.
Is Avon's house in the flooded quarter?
No, it was on this
It was, yeah.
Perfect. Good job. Avon's house it is.
Okay. Should we try and, fix Gilly and Mom too?
As much as I would love to, first things first, let's get somewhere safe and assess what we can do. At the moment, I have no idea if I can really even access my powers. So,
Okay.
at least not to the extent that I could with the earrings. It just doesn't make me as confident.
Does that make me the strongest member of the team now?
Really?
All right, sure, Squid. Okay.
L.
All right, so y'all head over to to Avon's house, yeah?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you all head over to Avon's house, and the front door is locked. It's a very very small house, not very well taken care of. The lawn is overgrown. The shutters are kind of leaning a little bit. There's like stacks and stacks and stacks of mail in the mailbox, but the door is locked.
Who's the mail addressed to? Can we see?
You look at it, and it is addressed to. Pull up the name that I had written down. It is pulled. That's not the right campaign. It is pulled.
Real
up,
name, fake family.
It's pulled up to Marcus. It's addressed to Marcus Starling.
Maybe we shouldn't be here.
Maybe
His
we
first name is
should
Marcus?
be here.
His first name is Marcus. Yeah.
This was the best idea you could have had. Riley, you think you could make a spider key to get us in there? A skeleton key?
I can certainly try. If not, I can probably bust the lock.
You're gonna make a key or bust the lock.
I'll try to make a key first.
Yeah,
Let's
you
try
draw
now.
this. You draw this key, and door opens.
Don't leave too much evidence.
I am such a good artist.
Do we hear anything?
Nothing.
All right.
Can I send little Jeff to do some reconnaissance in the house?
Like goes into the house, checks out the
I
place.
just wanted to hear the voice.
And he's like being like Crunk from Emperor's New Groove.
Proud of him.
He's like doing like unnecessary spirals. You see him like log roll one way, log roll another.
It's been 5 minutes
Yeah,
and he's
it's
only
been-
like 2 feet
Yeah,
inside.
yeah,
Oh
he's
my
not
god,
even-
adorable.
He's now like army
The
crawling like
competency of life created by Rally.
We're all just leaning in the doorway, just watching, like,
And he comes back to you and goes,
nice, thanks.
You understood that?
We don't even know what that meant. All right, whatever.
uh-huh.
I'm presuming it meant that the coast is clear.
Poopa is good, right?
Poopa.
That all right. Just all right. So this is
you,
what it's like dealing with
you all
me.
go into this dusty, like furniture still has the plastic covers over it. There's like one couch, a chair. You see there's like a broken crystal projector TV. There's a backpack kind of like slumped to the side. Some like empty food cans, some trash. There's like newspaper taped over the windows. It's not a very pretty place.
Just like my Nana's house.
Your Nana lives like this?
I mean, she's been dead for like 2 years, so yeah.
I don't think that means she lives like this. I have a move called All the Best Stuff that gives me help when assessing like a hideout.
Sure.
Ooh.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna roll to see what I can find.
What
See.
a great move.
I know, right?
Go ahead and roll.
8.
So you're futzing around, and then your foot kind of kicks a box, and it's a file box on the ground that is addressed to Sterling.
Guys, I think we should look through this, and I'll immediately open it up and start kind of passing files to everybody to look through.
Okay. So I'll kind of give a blanket set of information of what you all find. So you all find initially, one of you finds a dossier on Avon. Essentially from basically the time that she was inducted into the program, and her test results, talking about her, what her powers are doing, her emotions, how tracking all of this and that and the other thing. But at the beginning of the file, you see a bit that says memory manipulation on Nova and Diva, success. And then it said asset number 1, Avon, acquired. And then begins to go through. And what you can discern from that is that they messed with your folks' head to get Avon.
They stole her.
And as you continue to work your way through the files, basically it begins to kind of, as she gets older, it's like her basically listing that her powers were unstable. That she wasn't taking to essentially the limiters and the material that they were using to bring out her powers as well. It wasn't able to contain it. And so her emotions and her powers essentially will be the death of her. And then it gets to dossiers on each one of you. And they're all marked Mark II, version 2. As it begins to kind of assess, you all, your history, your parents' history, that you all had this innate spark within you, and that they were going to attempt to kind of do a blind test, opposed to imposing it on them and bringing you all in for tests to kind of see how this would work.
Does that include me?
Yes.
Huh.
All 3 of you. And
Wait,
you
what?
all 4 of you, sorry. All 4 of you.
Wait, what about so not Bluebird?
There is a file for Bluebird as well. Yeah,
Okay.
there is a file for Bluebird as well.
Did Bluebird come with us?
He's been with you the
Yes,
whole time.
he's
He's
the
just
whole
He's still
time.
here.
he's just been
Leave him
quiet.
behind?
He's been quiet this episode.
So there's individual files on all of us.
Correct. There's
Yeah.
a dossier for each one of you. In detailing that you were all chosen to be essentially the Mark II test subjects.
And Avon was the first test subject.
Yep. She was
Is-
Mark 1. and the 5 of you were Mark II. And essentially, your experiment was set up to be kind of a more see what happens in the wild, but without it being under these strict conditions that they were doing within the laboratory. And then the final thing that it gets to is there is an empty folder where all of the documents have been pulled out, except for one, that all it says is it documents Mark III success. There's no name, there's no identifying things, it just says Mark III success.
Okay, so we were test subjects, and there's other test subjects.
How recent is that last file, the Mark III?
It is dated a couple of days ago.
The test subjects are everyone who drank the spark.
Mm-hmm.
Mark III is that.
Do you think as opposed to turning into monsters, we just made a bunch more superheroes? Or villains, depending.
I think that they think that having control over everybody is gonna bring whatever they want to bring.
Give me another all the best stuff roll, please.
Oh, okay, Jesus. 10.
10. So as you're kind of sitting there on the couch, you notice one more thing about this house. You see a floorboard that's a little bit up, a little bit out of place.
I'm gonna try and lift it up and investigate a little bit.
Roll, take a powerful blow.
Oh,
It's a trap. Yep.
okay. What is take a powerful blow again?
You want to get low?
Roll low.
Okay. Here we go.
What did you
You
roll?
didn't get low, honey.
I didn't get low. No, I did not get low.
Oh boy.
I got an 8.
8.
Mm-hmm.
So essentially you walk up and you go, oh, and you kind of like wrench this thing upwards. And there's this of smoke, of dust, of shiny crystalline-like material that shoots up.
Oh no.
So you can choose to provoke a teammate into a foolhardy action. You can give ground, your opposition gets opportunity, or you can struggle past the pain and Mark II conditions.
I'll struggle past the pain. And
How
mark
many
2
conditions do you already have?
I have none so far. I cleared them.
Okay.
Thank goodness.
Okay. You kind of cough and you burned your nose for a second, but you just kind of dusted away. But within this hole in the ground, you see the little mechanism that shot whatever it shot, and then you see looks like a leather-bound book.
Oh shit. Okay. I'll open it up and be like, guys, this looks a little creepy. I'm gonna read it, and if something else happens to me, then
Have you never seen a horror movie before? Don't read it out loud.
okay,
Don't
I
read it
won't
at
read
all.
it. Out loud.
Don't read
Well,
it out
I
loud.
feel like we need more information on this. So I am gonna try.
100% read it. You've
You
already
just
been
got
hit by
blasted in
whatever
the
that
face
thing
by
is.
some
Yeah,
diamond
Of course,
dust.
Lilac. Yeah, sacrifice yourself further. It's fine.
It's not a sacrifice.
What if I
book.
just made like another one of
I'll-
us to like read it? I could draw a person into existence. We don't have to keep making it
Just read
us.
the
Are
book.
they gonna be able to read? Can you draw someone who can read?
I just draw glasses on them. It's simple. I'm pretty sure
I'll
Yeah,
read
who-
it. I'm just gonna
you're
read
reading
it.
it.
I already
So-
feel depressed about what I did. So
You begin to read the book, and it's nothing to do with Bastion, really at all. It begins to detail almost like a manifesto. It begins to read like a manifesto of this group called the Will, where it begins to detail how they believe that the world should have ended, And when the great angel and the great wolf fell from the sky, that they were the ones to bring about the end as it should be. And that they were the ones that were going to help them achieve this goal. And as it begins to kind of detail their rituals, the things they do, it begins to get to a journal entry about Bastion. And how that Bastion is essentially the perfect petri dish for their experiment. Because the world of Novum has been without the gods for many, many, many years. And they wish to create new ones. And Bastion is essentially that petri dish for them to test their procedures to do so. Utilizing a material that was found 500 some years ago in the Deadlands called spark. And it just goes on to kind of...
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, sorry, go ahead. That's it.
Oh, no, I think you had more. Oh.
That's it.
Yeah. What's it say?
They believed the world should have ended with the Great Angel and Great Wolf. And they're using Bastion as a test. Because they want to make new gods.
In my defense, when I said that I was a god, I was kidding, but this seems real bad.
Yeah, so I guess we're test subjects to see if they could make gods, and everyone else now is the next part of that.
All right.
Is there any way to undo any of this?
Is there any, like, details about how they came about it, or more details about Spark?
It explains... What was that?
Oh, never mind. I was just gonna research on my crystal because we have Moogle.
Yeah, I mean, Moogle.
You're gonna Google Spark on Moogle.
I don't know.
Spark Deadlands, yeah.
Yes.
500 years ago. Put in the year.
Okay. So on Moogle, you don't necessarily get details on what you get is like that the drug trade in that part of the world is kind of rampant, as it's kind of like this Wild West part of the world. But 500 years ago, there was a meteor shower that brought these meteors to Earth. There's nothing related to Spark in that history article, but that's what you find about 500 years ago.
Okay.
And in the book, they detail how Spark came to them from the sky 500 years ago.
So Spark, I think we can well assume, comes from these meteors. Thank you, Nathira.
Moogle is free.
So Moogle is free. But that's one good thing. It means that there's probably a finite amount of it.
All right. Okay.
But with all of us and all the people who now have it in them, didn't you say that the guy who lost all of his spark turned into dust?
Yeah.
Oh,
I really don't want to be dust.
I don't think anyone really wants to be dust. Okay.
it makes sense then, though, why they gave it to people, but then they sucked it back in. There's not enough of it. So they're being careful. If we find the supply and we cut it off, then we could prevent a lot.
I mean, we dumped a lot of it into the water supply, but apparently that didn't show up. So we could assume that at least it's not at the school yet.
Or they didn't put enough in.
Maybe.
But there's still some, like, on the streets in drug form, so maybe we should try to round that up first.
First things first, let's see what the extent of the powers that we have left are and what we can access.
I wonder how my effigy is doing.
So
Yeah.
at this moment, all of you get a notification on your phone, on your crystals. And it's from the school. It's from the school. That was just kind of like a school announcement. Like, despite the altercation today at school, the plans of moving prom to next Friday is going ahead as planned.
That seems like an odd choice, but all right.
Something's going down at prom.
Oh yeah, something's definitely going down.
And Nethira,
Ah!
when you read that text message, the visions that you have had of prom flash back to your mind. Do you remember what I'm talking about?
Is it the one with Avon and Alea? I
Yep.
didn't know it was prom. Crap. Okay.
Everything okay?
Do I remember anything more or just that?
So it flashed. Let me.
I love that.
Well,
I've never seen
Um,
Alex stop himself so quick.
Hold on. I am going
Stop teasing
to
us, Alice.
message
Ow.
you,
Ooh!
Chris.
Riley draws 2 squirrels and lets them do a little dance.
Which okay, freak. Which we don't know. We don't know.
What is happening?
Yep.
Okay,
Hey,
the
with the rest
faces,
of
the
the class.
faces worried
So
me.
the visions flash to your mind, shift and change a little bit, and Rally asks you if you're okay.
You all right?
I didn't oh yeah, remember when I was kind of talking about how I just, I told you that I was like in your head for a second because I was worried about you being better friends with Avon and you were just being weird.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, it's because I had this like weird. It wasn't a memory because it wasn't something in the past, but I didn't know where it was from, and I just remembered you were standing with Avon and not us, and it was at prom.
And that's impossible. I killed her.
I don't think you did.
She doesn't exist anymore.
I mean, you don't know that. You said you like reversed her, but we don't. I mean, I didn't even know that I could pull out a fake memory from someone's brain 2 hours ago, let alone, I don't. I'm just saying, if we see Avon, we need to be on the lookout for Avon, someone who's like in all green, and just something might happen after the school anthem. It's just like all coming to me in pieces.
Okay.
Do I know of any heroes or villains that are dressed in all green?
Nope.
Guacamole has returned. That's a callback to the first episode. Sorry, anyway.
I understood that reference.
Okay.
So are we fighting like an adult Avon or like a baby Avon?
I'm just worried that Avon's gonna try to manipulate you at prom. Or maybe before prom. You just can't listen to Avon.
Impossible for me to now.
Yeah, she said she removed her from existence. I mean, well, she can have done entirely because otherwise then this file wouldn't exist.
What did you see, Nathira?
I told you what I saw.
Can I pierce the mask?
I mean,
you can.
yeah. I mean, Nethira, are you being truthful to what
I'm being truthful.
Yeah, she just told
So
me.
you can go ahead and pierce the mask, but
I mean, it was a failure anyway.
Yeah.
So
I mean, she's
think it's
telling
7.
as much of the truth
Or
as
6.
she can probably understand.
Okay.
Okay. Then
I'd stand by you
Was
guys
I in
no
your
matter
vision?
what.
Yeah, we were dancing, and then it flashed to something else. It was really nice. You know, hopefully we get to do it, but yeah.
I'm not that good of a dancer, but okay.
It's okay. You're really good at a lot of other stuff. So what are we doing now?
let's test out our powers.
Yeah.
See if we can access a lot of them.
Oh, are we talking like on each other or like?
No, God no. And Lila's gonna see if she can lift up like the sofa or anything, like with her hand or something.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. That's a good sign.
You're still strong as ever. And we know Nathira has her powers.
Nathira's gone off to the box that we were looking through before.
Bluebird's
Right.
trying to make chains, and it's just not happening.
So there is an extent to our powers.
Or just
You want
like
me to draw
Rally,
you like
they're
a
different.
sword or something? Oh,
That'd be dope.
I draw him like a sick ass anime sword.
Fuck yeah.
This is
yes.
literally turning into SOA.
Hell yeah.
What? Okay, so what were you saying though? Like Riley's powers?
Well,
it's
Rallies are different.
Oh, yeah.
that's true.
Rally's powers are different from when he had the belt on. So maybe mine are different too.
Maybe you can
Alright,
summon
then.
whips now.
Oh, don't
He,
give
gi-
him
he,
any
gi-
ideas.
he gives Lilac a look.
Hilarious.
I just saw Cam's in my face. Instead that like
but
I'm not gonna say anything. This is recorded.
maybe it'll be
Or
different.
maybe you could try smoking.
your eyes said
That's also
everything.
something I know that you do.
Yeah, I guess. He'll light up a cigarette. Nothing. Well, that sucks.
Feel any different? Maybe it was tied to emotions before, so maybe you gotta, I don't know, go through some emotions.
What was the emotion that you usually felt when you summoned your chains? Please tell me it wasn't horny.
He raises an eyebrow at you and goes, "No, it wasn't." But the rest of you all try. I'll think about it, figure it out.
Alright. Lilac will see if she's still fast.
So you go zip, you go to move, and you actually like run into the door on accident. You are faster than you were before.
Didn't it say
Okay.
something about limiters in the file?
It did.
Yeah.
That those things that you
Maybe
were
you guys
given
are
were
stronger now.
control devices.
So we're probably more
Oh my
powerful.
god, that's why I was able to do that.
I'll try just my gravity manipulation.
On what?
I'll go out
Crater.
the corner of the room and see if I can make a crater, yeah.
You see the floor
Maybe
just goes it just craters downwards.
Oh, okay.
How do we lose any fights when you can do that?
Well, well, I'm not exactly the most stable of people. How do we lose any fights when you have all the egg things?
Well, I don't have them
That's-
anymore.
Yeah, that's true. I'm sorry. I was being sassy and I didn't mean to be.
No, I think it takes a little work. You just
Yeah.
kind of work on it. It's fine. You did good.
Can I try and make like a really tiny black hole and then like throw, I don't know, like a pen or something through it?
You see, you make
And
this
see to
tiny
the
black
other
hole, and the side table that's right there just
Oh,
gets dragged into it.
oh,
My pen!
fuck. Oh. Okay, so this is a little bit stronger than it was before. That's some worrisome.
It just means that we have to be careful.
Yeah. I mean, you're faster, and Rally's I don't know,
completely different from before, but like
completely different.
still
Yeah,
good, I guess. Yeah,
able to create anything you want. And Nethira, you, oh my goodness.
Man, maybe I should try drawing a better day.
Nethira's gonna hold her braid
Mm-hmm.
and look up at Lilac and down at her hair. She was always really jealous of how perfect Lilac's hair looked. And she's gonna try to see if she can change the end of her hair to replicate Lilac's.
So it goes and appears.
And she's gonna quickly throw it back and then go back into the folder and like just change it back and go back in.
Did any of us
we
see
see
that?
Yeah.
Y'all give me assess the situations.
Also, I'm looking for anything on my doctor. 8. Fuck. You mean 2?
Rally
That is
two.
a 1. That is a strong one.
So Lilac
course
was
it's
the only
Lilac.
one.
Of
Lilac
course
was the
it's
only one that saw her do
She
this.
like looks up.
If she makes eye contact with Lilac, Lilac has like one cocked brow. She's like kind of smirking a little bit.
She went right back, turned her little butts, like scooted back on the floor, back into the folders.
Riley's just drawing in his notebook.
All right then.
So the Thera, as you're going through the folder, the doctor is that is listed is Rally's mother's name.
Of course.
Oh, motherfucker.
Wow. You were like a second mom to me. You made the third best pancake I'd ever had.
And Bluebird takes like a drag on his cigarette and looks over at Rally and goes, well, maybe your powers aren't completely different.
How do you mean?
I mean, you're a geek, you know, like comic books and all that stuff. And like you had all those different hero forms, right?
Yeah.
And what can you do now?
Draw.
Come on, kiddo, you can get there.
Draw.
What did you read when you
Fan
were a
art.
kid?
Fan art.
What did you read when you were a kid and still now?
Comic books.
And those are
Comic books.
drawn. They're drawn, Rally.
Ugh.
Fucking Jesus.
I'm gonna take back my sword if you're gonna keep being sassy.
But I'm just trying to help you. Maybe your powers aren't
And I
different.
appreciate it. Just. I
They're
guess.
just different.
Does that mean he can draw his belt?
Can I draw
Why
my
don't you
belt?
try drawing
Yeah.
a suit.
That is also an option. I have like the belt sketched out, and then I just kind of draw a suit around it.
So are you drawing it like micro or are you drawing it like big?
I guess it'd make more sense to draw it big then. I guess I'll draw it big.
It's time
So-
for his Barbie Rapunzel moment.
So very common writer-esque. You draw this with the intention of wearing it as it kind of goes in front of you, and then it kind of sticks to you as the suit that Rally just drew, he's now wearing.
I will never have to buy clothes again.
That is
Oh, boy.
really cool.
Fucking told you. Goes back to smoking a cigarette.
Sick. Guess I got a new suit, guys.
You look very dashing.
You can change it for whatever you need it for.
Yeah.
So full adaptability.
Sick. I'm gonna adapt some wings real fast. I want to see if that works.
Yeah, you can draw wings.
Just knock over
Do
a
they
lamp.
work?
Just like-
Like, can you fly a little?
I feel like I should probably do that outside.
Why do I just imagine like the Buzz Lightyear, like, boom,
Yep.
out.
Yeah, no, it's exactly that. Just
To infinity.
And beyond.
Bust through to the
If we're
restricted
going,
section.
are we going outside to test more stuff, or?
Is this a pretty
I'm
quiet street that we're on?
You're the end of a
Yeah.
cul-de-sac.
I need to go to the
I'm gonna
bathroom.
go like behind the house, and I'm gonna like try to fly.
Okay, so you're going to fly. Nathira's going to the bathroom. What are the two of you doing?
I'll go with Rally and I don't know, at like a plant or something. I'll test my time manipulation and see if I can make it grow.
You see the plant goes and just like overgrows really fast.
Okay, cool.
You need to be so careful.
Oh God, yeah, I know.
It's like every lesbian's dream.
Just be able to plant.
The plant, boom.
All right, Nathira, what are you doing in the bathroom? This is the second time I've had to ask this, and this third time in this campaign.
Oh yeah, it's a good thing.
Something about it.
It's where all the plot happens.
She is going to walk in, close the door, lock it, make sure it's locked, jiggle, jiggle.
Jiggle, jiggle.
And then, like, see herself in the mirror, turn away from it, like, turn around. She's gonna close her eyes and try to see if she can turn into Lilac.
Give me and unleash your powers.
Two of me?
That was really good. Unleash your powers is
Freak.
freak. That's 12.
So you turn back around to, it's almost weird for a moment because you're like, wait, where's me? And then like the shake of the head is Lilac's shake of the head.
And I scream.
Do we hear that?
I'm scared.
A truck goes by. You don't hear. No, you hear. Nathira goes ah! In the bathroom.
Does it sound like my voice?
It sounds like Lilac screaming.
Oh, she's
Lilac
gonna like
is
turn back
immediately-
around, change. Turn back around, and
Lilac,
change.
are you okay?
Turn back around and change.
Yeah, I'm fine. Lila's
You
gonna
just
go to the bathroom
screamed.
door. No, I
Oh.
didn't. And she's gonna knock on the door and be like, practicing impersonations in there, are we?
I'm looking back in the mirror. Am I normal again?
You're normal again.
And she's just gonna slowly like turn on the water faucet and like doesn't even want to move, just reaches her leg out and like takes the tip of her toe and flushes the toilet and just goes back and quickly washes her hands, turns it off, opens the door. And she's gonna like look back at herself in the mirror and remember, okay, it's still her. Like, it's still me. I just was peeing.
Mm-hmm.
I washed my hands, I promise. And she's gonna try to push past Lilac.
I think Lilac's got her hand like on the door frame and dips down to like block her and then goes, don't think I didn't see what you did with your hair earlier.
I just wanted to see what I'd look like as a blonde.
You look cute. And then she's gonna raise her hand and let you go past.
She's gonna very quickly just
Rally, are you trying to fly outside?
Yeah, I'll give it a shot.
All right, so I imagine you like climb on the roof and try to like
Yeah.
jump off, yeah?
Yeah, pretty much.
All right,
Yeah,
give me an unleash
big
your
ass
powers.
chicken wings, just like. Wait, oh shit.
Give me an unleash your powers, buddy.
I think that's an 8.
An 8. So you go, ha! And you jump and you're like, okay, oh no. As the wings begin to kind of melt, the wings begin to, like, the ink begins to kind of like, blah, 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 as you go boom, to the ground. So it works. It just might take sustained concentration.
Life is pain.
And Alea, you just see him like fly for a moment and then just
I'll alter gravity so that he can float. You okay? You okay? Lady?
The only thing that hurts is my ego.
Oh yeah, I get that. I feel that. You want to come down?
Yes, please.
I'll gently lower. There you go. Good save.
I'm gonna unsuit myself, I guess.
yeah, the ink kind of goes and it disappears.
Sick.
You seriously have some really cool powers.
That means a lot, considering you can create black holes and do time travel.
Yeah, but I mean, you can create anything. And you know what? Like, I don't know. It feels kind of fitting because
you've always been the person with the plan, and now you can literally draw out any plan.
I mean, I don't know if I'd consider myself the person with the plan, but it is pretty neat that I can like draw little Jeff.
Jeff is adorable.
He does like,
yeah.
he can do like, yeah. See, confidence.
It's like any of you seen Demon Slayer? It's essentially like the little mouse going.
Yeah, no, that's what I was thinking.
Alea, your phone pings.
Oh.
And it's a text from Jackson being like, "Are you done with me?" Question mark.
Excuse me for a second. I'm gonna call Jackson.
Hey,
Serious sex.
hey.
Oh, hi. Sorry.
Where have you been?
Well, it's a lot to say over the phone. But I mean, I could, try and talk to you in person. But
Yeah, I want to see you.
I want to see you too. I really miss you.
I've been going crazy trying to figure out what's going on.
I kind of look around and be like, "Can you come to Gentown? Just Gentown."
Yeah, I can.
Okay.
Where do you want me to meet you?
Just go. Is there like a town square or something?
Yeah. There's like
Town Square.
Yeah, like the general town square.
Okay. Yeah, I'm on my way right now.
Okay.
And-
Like you. Bye.
What? Hey, and you hang up.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm cool. She is blushing, ear to ear, everything. I think, do you guys mind if we go to the town square or, I don't know, somewhere around? I really want to see Jackson and explain everything to him.
You really like him, huh?
You're muted, Chris, by the way.
Explain
Am
what?
I?
Assuming we're now back outside.
Are you guys
Yeah,
outside?
you're all together.
Okay.
Yeah, it didn't take that long.
Crazy magic hand.
I do really like him. He's a very cool person and very likable and popular, so of course everybody likes him. Yeah. I
Let's go then.
enjoy hanging out with him.
Wait. You said like tell him everything. Like you're not trying to. We're not telling any more people about us, right?
Well, I feel like I can trust him, but if you guys don't feel comfortable with it,
I don't think it's about trust. It's about putting him in danger.
Because what if they start hunting him too, and he doesn't have powers? So
he's already in danger. They already know about him.
no.
And I'd feel bad if he were to get hurt
Is
and he
it
didn't
safer
even know
for
what was
him-
going on.
Is it safer for him to be alone or be with us where we can at least protect him actively? I mean, we already have Bluebird and he's your boyfriend.
He's not. Two.
Yeah.
No, he's got powers of his own. She's
You know,
just
kids,
bypassing.
have fun with the little rendezvous with your boyfriend. I'm gonna go get some cigarettes. I'm almost out. And he gets up from the couch and walks away.
Is
Sure,
he
that's
okay?
wise. Did you say something to him?
No,
Did
You
you
think he
not
wants
say
his
something to him?
feelings?
okay. Now is not the time. Now is not the time for. I know you guys are having your little love troubles and stuff, but we don't have time for it. We don't have time for.
Only one of us seems to be having trouble. It's not, not us three.
That's true. Nathir and I are pretty solid. I kind of like do the handshake.
I was
thing.
about to say we're on the side doing the like G.
I love that visual. Okay.
If we have so little time, I think honesty is best. I'm not saying you do, but if you do have feelings for him, you should probably tell him. Especially because he just wandered down the road, and if we're like worried about trouble, he might get attacked by like a super villain or something.
You should ask him to prom.
Yeah, you should.
Right
That'd be so cool.
Do it.
Especially since it's in
Do it.
Friday.
Just
Do it.
give her
Just do it.
a moment,
Just do
because
Do it. Do it. He's walking away.
Lilac, I know you're
Fine. Do it. Do it.
Lilac.
Do it.
Just
Do it.
You're allowed to have fun, and I don't think, if we're gonna die, it wouldn't hurt to have a prom date.
Okay, I'm going, just so you shut up. And she's pointing at Rally and Aethera.
I already yelled.
You know that's not going to happen.
Ugh. And she's just gonna toss her hair and stuff and then dash after Bluebird.
Okay.
Alea's gonna turn to Nathira and Rally and just be like,
You guys did so good. I would be way too scared to pressure her like that, so thank you.
If we are going to die, I think if we all go to prom collectively as a fun little friend group with our dates, I think it'd be
Just no
cool.
dying. That'd be great. Just no dying. Yeah, cool.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
Nathira, you can see the future. If nobody's dying, then I trust you.
So we're gonna pan over now to Lilac. So he got a fair way down the road. He's kind of turning down into one of the empty lots. And he seems to have kind of taken up residence on one of the basically this is an empty lot. So he's sitting on one of the cars over there, just lighting up another cigarette, muttering to himself.
Can I see if I can super speed somewhat behind him to hear what he's muttering without him realizing it first?
You know what? Sure. For the flavor. And you zip close, and he's like, put yourself out there, doesn't go anywhere. And it's just that your dad always told you, back in that mountain up, this bullshit. It's why should I even care? Why should I don't even have my fucking powers. It's fucking bullshit. And he's just kind of he's just fucking thinking out loud.
Mm-hmm. I think she's gonna lean up behind him and go, "What are you saying?"
Oh, Jesus fucking nothing.
No, I think it was something. And she's gonna hop up to sit next to him.
What's up?
Well, you're the one who left. So.
I mean, I don't need to go watch that, whatever that's going to be. And I don't have powers anymore, so I just figured I'd go get cigarettes, or I don't have them yet, or whatever. And I'm not your boyfriend, so why did you follow me?
Because I care.
Oh. Care.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Listen, I'm not good at this. I've never been good at this. And there are times when you make it seem so easy. But it's not for me, and I've never dated anybody. And I don't know, I guess it scares me.
You 2 months ago got superpowers, fought monsters, and calling me your boyfriend scares you?
Yeah. Yeah, it does. I know, it seems silly.
It's not silly. I just want you to know I'm here.
I know you're here.
And I'm not going anywhere. Well, I did go somewhere because I didn't know if you wanted me there, but now clearly you might. I don't know.
Stop talking. And she's gonna turn his face and give him a kiss. Not a long one, a very short one, and then I think instantly her face is bright red, tips of her is red. She's then turns away and then just pushes his face back round.
So he kind of has this kind of bewildered look for a second and sits back on the car, and you see the car that's next to it kind of goes for a second, As he's like, oh, okay, that
Did you?
Huh?
You see that just then? The car.
I don't give a damn about the car. And as he's just like keeping eye contact with you.
What? She's like got eye contact, and I think she's like getting like very nervous again. She's like, right, well, then I guess I'm okay with us being boyfriend girlfriend.
And he has this moment of like, yes! And you see the car goes as it slams forward, and he's like, oh.
Now, do you give a damn about the car?
I get still no, honestly.
Oh my god.
But cool.
Oh my god. You're unbelievable. We should go before these alarms go off for these cars.
Sure. And he grabs your hand.
She, like, I think, like, squeaks for a moment, and then she's like, okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You're fun, flustered. And takes your hand and and walks out of the parking lot.
Yeah.
And we are going to pan over to the three of you. Are you heading to the town square, or are you staying at the house?
Stay at the house.
I would probably try to go with Nath or with Alea and try to make sure Nathira comes with me. Oh,
I'm leaving it to Nathira.
Fine.
She's
like
already kind of
watching Lilac leave as you guys are leaving too, and it's like
We'll
follow you
get
guys.
like it's not like we could follow them. We would have to we'll get the details later.
I know.
We get to watch Alea and Jackson like live. Like that's a thing. We can watch them from like one of the nearby buildings.
Just don't tell him how much danger he's in.
Yeah, Alea.
I mean, I don't want to freak him out, but I also don't want him to do things. I feel bad lying to him.
Like
okay.
He's at the town square.
We gotta go, or I gotta go. If you guys,
I thought we were walking.
Yeah.
This is like on the way there.
Are we almost there?
So you're making your way there. And you find, town square, it's this big circular, like stone area with this big fountain in the middle. There's nice bushes and things like that. Some tables for people to hang out and chill. You see he's just kind of standing there with his hands in his pockets, like with his backpack on, just waiting.
I'm gonna kind of try and wave from the other side. So he comes.
He whips his backpack off, and runs over to you and gives you the biggest hug.
Oh, okay. Hi. This is nice.
Okay.
Should we be here for this?
And he pulls back away and he goes, now we're not on the phone. I know you're superheroes. And that's where we're going to stop for tonight.
Oh, God.
We're going to have to kill him. I'm sorry.
Thank you all so much for joining us for episode 12 of Heroes of Bastion. I have been your Dungeon Master, Alec the Bard. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much to D&D Imposter as Nathira.
He saw us.
Thank you so much to Caminator the Animator as Alea. Thank you so much, Hamasama-kun as Rally. And thank you, Relentless as Lilac. We will see y'all next time.
Ree's red.
Have a great night.
I'm so red. I'm so red.
Bye.